Hey, Vikings faithful. Skol Nation, rise up. It's your die-hard Vikings fan here with the latest, juiciest scoop straight from the heart of Minnesota. Today, we're diving into some massive news about our young quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, and trust me, you're not going to want to miss a single second of this. Picture this. The NFL draft is creeping closer, and our Vikings brass is buzzing with a vibe that's got us all on edge. What's the deal with JJ's recovery? Buckle up, because this update is a game changer. Teaser time. Imagine a kid we drafted at number 10 overall last year, sidelined by a brutal injury, now clawing his way back to the field with the grit of a true Viking warrior. That's J.J. McCarthy, folks, and the word from the top is lighting a fire under this fanbase. Our general manager just dropped some hints that have us dreaming big, and I'm here to break it all down for you. So, grab your purple gear, crank up the volume, and let's get into it. How's JJ doing, and what does this mean for our Vikings in 2025? Here's the hook. The Vikings leadership isn't just tossing out empty hype. They're seeing real progress in McCarthy's rehab, and it's got me hyped up like it's 4th and goal at US Bank Stadium. After that torn meniscus wrecked his rookie season, the team's been watching him like hawks, and the signs? They're pointing up, way up. Stick with me as we unpack this journey, step by step, and figure out why this could be the spark our franchise needs. Let's roll. So, let's set the stage, Vikings fans. Last year, we snagged J.J. McCarthy in the 2024 NFL Draft, a Michigan stud who led his team to a national title with a cool 72.3% completion rate. The plan? Get him under center, let him sling it, and watch him grow into our franchise QB. But then, boom, preseason hits, and a torn meniscus in his right knee rips that dream apart faster than a Packers fan can say, cheesehead. Total gut punch, right? Fast forward to now, April 2025, and the vibes are shifting. The Vikings front office, led by our GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, is dropping some serious optimism bombs. They're saying JJ's rehab is on fire, he's hitting every checkpoint like a champ, and that's not just coach speak, folks. After missing all of 2024, the kid's been grinding in Minnesota, and the team's seeing results that have them nodding like they found gold in the Northwoods. Why's this matter? Because this isn't some random backup we're talking about. This is our future, the guy we traded up for, the one we've pinned our hopes on. The fact that the brass is this confident means they're not just hoping he'll be ready. They're betting on it. So what's got them so pumped? Let's dig deeper, Vikings fam. What do you think JJ's bringing to the table? Drop it in the comments. Alright, let's talk injury details because us Vikings fans, we live for the nitty-gritty. Back in August 2024, JJ goes down in a preseason game against the Raiders. 1 minute, he's slinging dimes, 7 for 9, 100 yards, pure rookie magic. The next, he's clutching his knee. Diagnosis? Torn meniscus, full repair needed, and just like that, he's the first-round QB in the modern draft era to miss his entire rookie year. Ouch, that stung. But here's where the story flips. Rehab isn't just about healing. It's about building. JJ's been in the lab, working that knee back to 100%, and the updates are electric. By March 2025, he's telling Kay Adams on the up and Adams show he's feeling 100%. And now, our GM's backing that up, saying JJ's exceeding expectations at every turn. That's not just recovery. That's a warrior rising from the ashes, ready to raid the NFC North. Picture this. While we were all cheering Sam Darnold's 35 TD breakout last year, JJ was in the shadows, soaking up the playbook, learning from the vets, turning a redshirt year into a launch pad. The Vikings see it, too. They're not sugarcoating it. They're measuring every step and the trajectory, straight to the top. What's your take, Skol Squad? Did that lost year make him hungrier? Hit me up below. Now, let's zoom in on what the big dogs are saying because this is where it gets real. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, our GM, just told NFL Network's Tom Pelissero that JJ's been in a great spot and exceeded every checkpoint. That's not just fluff. That's a guy who's watched this kid grind through pain and come out stronger. And Coach Kevin O'Connell? He's been hyping JJ since day one, saying he confirmed everything I hoped to see before the injury even hit. This isn't blind faith, Vikings fans, it's calculated. The team's been tracking his rehab like it's a playoff game plan, and the trend lines are screaming promise. From the draft process to those early practices, JJ was already showing flashes. Think pro-style command, quick reads, that Michigan swagger. Now, with a full year to study and heal, they're betting he's ready to step up in 2025. Can you feel the chills yet? Here's the kicker. They're not rushing him, but they're not doubting him either. This is about steady progress, about building a foundation that lasts. The Vikings aren't just throwing him in, they're crafting a QB who could lead us for a decade. So, what's the next step in this saga? Let's keep peeling back the layers. Stay with me, fam. Let's talk timeline, because us Vikings fans are counting the days. It's April 3rd, 2025, and the NFL draft is just weeks away. April 24th to 26th in Green Bay, if you're marking your calendars. JJ's cleared for off-season activities, putting on weight after dropping 20 pounds post-surgery, and the team's buzzing about him hitting the ground running. That's straight from O'Connell's mouth, and it's got me pacing like it's game day. This isn't just about getting healthy, it's about getting ready. The Vikings have been stacking the deck this offseason. Over $300 million in free agent moves, snagging guys like Jonathan Allen and Ryan Kelly to beef up the lines. Why? Because they're building around JJ's rookie deal, banking on him to be QB1 when the pads come on. That's long-term vision, folks, and it's got me dreaming of purple confetti. But here's the suspense. Will he be ready for OTAs? Training camp? Week 1. The team's not locking it in yet. JJ himself said they haven't named him the starter, but every sign points to him taking the reins. What do you think, Vikings Nation? Is he stepping out as QB1? Or do we need a vet to bridge the gap? Sound off in the comments. Okay, let's pivot to the big picture. How does this shape our Vikings' future? With Sam Darnold off to Seattle and Daniel Jones in Indy, the QB room's wide open. JJ's the only young gun under contract alongside journeyman Brett Rippon, and the team's rebuffed trade calls for McCarthy. That's a neon sign screaming, "He's our guy, and I'm all in for it." The optimism isn't just talk, it's strategy. A healthy JJ means we've got a QB on a cheap rookie deal through 2027, paired with a roster that's loaded after a 14-win 2024. Think about it. Aaron Jones running wild, Justin Jefferson snagging bombs, and JJ slinging it with that Michigan poise. That's a recipe for a deep playoff run, or dare I say, a Super Bowl push? My heart's racing just thinking about it. But here's the twist. The NFL draft's looming, and some fans are whispering about grabbing another QB. Me? I say trust the process. JJ's progress is our ace in the hole. What's your call, Skull Crew? Double down on JJ or draft insurance? Let's debate it below. Let's rewind a sec. Why'd we pick JJ in the first place? Flashback to 2024. The Vikings trade up from number 11 to number 10, snagging McCarthy after a draft process where O'Connell called himself the quarterback killer for dodging busts. JJ's resume? A 27-1 record as a starter at Michigan, a national title, and a cannon arm that had us drooling. That's our guy. The injury threw a wrench in it, sure, but it didn't kill the dream. The Vikings saw something special, resilience, smarts, that gunslinger vibe teammate Cam Bynum raved about. Now, with his knee back in action, that potential's bubbling up again. It's like we've been waiting for the dragon to wake up. And folks, I think he's stirring. So what's the payoff? If JJ's rehab keeps trending this way, we're not just looking at a starter, we're looking at a leader who could rewrite Vikings history. No more almosts. This could be our shot at glory. What's your bold prediction for JJ's 2025, Vikings fam? Lay it on me. Halfway there, Skull Nation. Let's talk stakes. The Vikings haven't just been sitting pretty, they've been building a fortress around JJ. Think about those free agent hauls. Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen on D, Ryan Kelly anchoring the O-line. That's over $300 million in muscle, all screaming one thing. We're ready to win now with JJ at the helm. But here's the edge of your seat part. McCarthy's still untested in the pros. One preseason game, sure, he balled out, but a full NFL season? That's a different beast. The team's banking on his rehab translating to on-field fire, and the clock's ticking toward training camp. Will he sling it like Darnold's 35 TDs? Or does he need more time to cook? This is where faith meets reality, Vikings fans. The GM's measured optimism isn't just PR. It's a bet on JJ's grit, on that Michigan magic turning into Minnesota miracles. Are you buying the hype or holding your breath? Hit the comments. I need to know where you stand. Let's get personal for a minute, because this is what being a Vikings fan is all about. JJ's journey hits home. He's 22, younger than some of us have been fans, and he's already carrying our hopes. That torn meniscus? It's the kind of setback that'd break lesser souls. But JJ called it a blessing on up and Adams. That's Viking toughness right there. Imagine him in that purple jersey, stepping onto the field in 2025, the crowd roaring, "Skol!" as he drops back. The teams watched him grow, from draft day to rehab, and now they're saying he's exceeding the bar. That's not just stats, that's heart, hustle, the kind of story we'll tell our kids about when the Vikings finally hoist that Lombardi. So what's it mean to you? For me, it's hope that after decades of near misses, JJ's the one to flip the script. What's your JJ story, fam? When did you know he was special? Share it below. Let's build this hype together. Alright, let's tackle the doubters, because every Vikings fan knows they're out there. Some folks are still hung up on that lost rookie year, whispering, can he handle the NFL? Or what about Aaron Rodgers? Spoiler, the Vikings shut that down. Rodgers was a blip, a break-the-glass option, and JJ's the plan. Period. The stats back it up. Before the injury, JJ was 7 for 9 in his lone preseason outing, cool as ice under pressure. The team's not sweating it. They've seen him in meetings, soaking up the playbook like a sponge, turning a setback into a setup. That's not a fluke. That's a future star brewing. And I'm ready to scream it from the rooftops. Here's the clincher. The Vikings aren't just hoping, they're planning. They've built this roster to win now, and JJ's the cornerstone. So, doubters, bring it. What's your beef? Fans, back me up. Why's JJ our guy? Let's settle this in the comments. Let's zoom out. How's this fit the NFC North? We've got the Lions roaring, the Packers lurking, and the Bears trying to claw back with Caleb Williams. JJ stepping up in 2025 isn't just about us. It's about owning this division. Imagine him out-dueling Jordan Love at Lambeau or shredding Chicago's secondary. That's the stuff of Vikings legend. The team's not blind to it. They've stacked the deck with vets to give JJ a fighting chance. A healthy McCarthy, paired with Jefferson's 1,500-yard ceiling and Jones's 1,000-yard legs, could turn this division into our playground. That's not a pipe dream. That's a blueprint, and the rehab updates the first brick. But here's the tension. The North's a meat grinder, and JJ's unproven. Can he handle the heat? I say yes, his college record screams winner. But what's your gut telling you, Skol Nation? Can JJ rule the North? Drop your take below. Let's talk draft day vibes, because it's coming fast. April 24th, 2025 in Green Bay, ironic, right? And the Vikings sit at number 24 with just 4 picks total. JJ's progress means we're not hunting a QB this year, but depth's a question. Do we grab a lineman to protect him? A corner to lock down receivers? The options are endless, and I'm geeking out. The update on JJ shifts everything. His rehab's on track, so we're not desperate. That's huge. Last year, we moved up for him. Now we can build around him. Think about it. A healthy JJ, a beefed-up roster, and a draft to fine-tune the edges. That's a team ready to rumble. And I'm itching to see the plan unfold. What's your draft wish list, Vikings fans? Me, I'm eyeing an O-line stud to keep JJ upright. Imagine him with time to throw to J-Jettas. What's your pick? Let's brainstorm in the comments. Skol. Okay, let's dream big, because that's what Vikings fans do best. If JJ's rehab holds, 2025 could be his breakout. Picture this, week 1, he's under center, 70,000 fans shaking US Bank Stadium, and he drops 300 yards and 3 TDs. The NFC North quakes, the league takes notice, and we're not just contenders, we're hunters. The team's banking on it. Kwesi's promising trajectory isn't just words. It's a vision. With Darnold's 14 wins as a benchmark, JJ's got a bar to leap, and his college tape says he can. A 72.3% completion rate doesn't lie. He's got the tools and now the stage. Can he deliver? My blood's pumping just thinking about it. So what's your ceiling for JJ Skull Squad? Rookie of the Year? Playoffs? Super Bowl MVP? Lay out your wildest dreams below. Let's manifest this together. We're nearing the end, but the hype's just starting. JJ McCarthy's journey, from draft darling to injury warrior to 2025 hope, is pure Vikings drama. The team's measured optimism isn't just PR. It's a promise, a signal that our QB1's ready to lead. Every step he's taken, every checkpoint he's crushed, it's building to something epic. This isn't just about one player. It's about us, the fans, the purple pride that's carried this team through thick and thin. JJ's resilience mirrors ours, and with the NFL draft and a new season on the horizon, we're on the cusp of something huge. Are you feeling it, Vikings Nation? I know I am. My voice is hoarse just talking about it. One last question. When JJ takes the field, what's the first play you want to see? Me. I'm calling a deep shot to Jefferson. Let's start with a bang. What's yours? Drop it in the comments. Let's keep this fire burning. All right, Skull Nation, we've walked the path. JJ McCarthy's rehab is lighting up our future, and the Vikings are all in. From that brutal injury to this glowing update, it's a story of grit, hope, and purple passion. The NFL draft's coming, the season's looming, and our young QBs ready to make some noise. Can you hear the roar? This is why we bleed purple, folks. Moments like this where the team's faith and our dreams collide. JJ's not just a player. He's our shot at glory, and I'm begging you to feel the same rush I do. What's next? Only time will tell, but I'm betting on JJ to lead us to the promised land. Who's with me? Here's your call to action. Smash that like button if you're hyped for JJ, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe if you're not already in the Skull fam. Share this with every Vikings fan you know. Let's spread the word and pack the stands in 2025. Skull Vikings, let's ride this wave together.